It is Wednesday, May 13th, and this is CONCACAF VideoSignals. Today on VideoSignals, Atlante are the club champions of CONCACAF for the second time in 26 years. We'll take a look at how they did it. Let's go on a trip around the Confederation. Then we'll end the program with the always popular CONCACAF quiz. We start with the CONCACAF Champions League, where Atlante and Cruz Azul played to a scoreless tie in the second leg of the final last night at the Estadio Andrés Quintana Roo in Cancun. A result which, combined with Atlante's 2-0 first leg win in Mexico City, was enough for Los Potros to prevail on aggregate. The title was more than enough to compensate Atlante for a disappointing league season, as they finished 14th in the 18-team Mexican League. It also ended a dismal campaign for Cruz Azul, which completed the Mexican season with a 10-game winless streak and a last-place finish, the worst showing in its history. In addition to being the CONCACAF Champions League champion, Atlante advances to the FIFA Club World Cup later this year. Cruz Azul, playing under new coach Robert Siboldi, had the earliest chance in the game, when a Alejandro Vela shot was smothered by Atlante goalkeeper Federico Villar. Atlante, which beat Santos 2-1 on Saturday to end an 8-game winless streak in the Mexican Clausura, started to take control of possession, generating chances by Fernando Navarro in the 19th minute and another by Cristian Bermudez moments later. Despite appearing to have the advantage early, Cruz Azul seemed unwilling to press the issue despite trailing on aggregate. Atlante had the better of chances, but with a 2-goal lead, it was content to avoid risky play. The two-leg series marked the third time in 4 years that a CONCACAF Club Championship final was an exclusively Mexican affair. The loss was Cruz Azul's first in this year's CCL following a defeat. Atlante had only one loss in 6 CCL home games, finishing with a 4-1-1 home record, conceding only 3 home goals in total and 7 for the entire tournament. Atlante's triumph marks the 6th time this decade that a team from Mexico has won the CONCACAF club title. Pachuca has won it all on 3 occasions. 11 Mexican clubs have combined to win 25 CONCACAF club championships. Club America and Cruz Azul lead the way with 5 each. Pumas and Pachuca have 3, while Atlante joins Toluca as 2-time champions. 5 others have 1 each. Despite not getting on the score sheet last night, Cruz Azul's Javier Orozco won the CCL scoring title with 7 goals. 5 other players scored 5 each. Cruz Azul was trying for title number 6 and its first since 1997, while Atlante, playing in its first final since 1994, earned the second title in its history and a trip to the FIFA Club World Cup in the United Arab Emirates in December, where they may be joined by Manchester United, which won the 2008 FIFA title. We hope you enjoyed the inaugural CONCACAF Champions League. The second is right around the corner. More on that, however, later. Congratulations to Atlante. Now, let's see what's happening around the Confederation. The second match of the Neutralite Canadian Championship, Canada's qualifying competition for the CONCACAF Champions League, takes place tonight in Toronto, as Toronto FC hosts defending champion Montreal Impact at BMO Field. After one round, Toronto tops the table with 3 points. For Montreal, tonight is their tournament opener. Trinidad and Tobago's under-20 team ended a 6-match losing streak on its tour of Asia and Africa with an impressive 2-2 tie yesterday against their counterparts from Nigeria. Trinidad's Trent Lockheed knotted the score at 1-1 with a 30th-minute goal before Jean-Luc Roquefort put the visitors ahead with a powerful header 4 minutes into the second half. In the 78th minute, Nigeria scored a controversial equalizer when Ifosa Ikeme's try was judged to have crossed the line despite the young Soca Warriors' protests. Costa Rica will face Venezuela tonight in San Cristobal, Venezuela. The Ticos are preparing for their upcoming World Cup qualifiers against top-of-the-table USA and Trinidad and Tobago in June. This evening's game will be played at the Estadio Pueblo Nuevo. And that completes our trip around the Confederation. Now it is time for today's CONCACAF quiz. On Monday, we asked you to guess who would be crowned the CONCACAF Champions League champion after last night's game between Atlante and Cruz Azul. Our thanks to everyone who sent in an email. Of course, as we reported earlier, Atlante is the new CONCACAF champion. Yesterday, we asked if you could name the 3 players who topped the Honduran national team scoring chart in 2010 World Cup qualifying. According to FIFA records, 3 players have scored 3 goals each. They are Carlos Cosli, Ramon Nunez, and David Suazo. Now for the new business of today's question. With Atlante's win yesterday in the CONCACAF Champions League, 4 Mexican teams in total have advanced to the FIFA Club World Cup. Can you name them all? If you think you know the answer, please send an email to VideoSignals@CONCACAF.org before 12 p.m. New York time tomorrow. Those answering correctly will have their names placed into a weekly contest where the winner will receive a CONCACAF prize. Well, that's all for today. We appreciate your support of the CONCACAF Champions League. Thanks for joining us at Video Signals, your source for CONCACAF news.